Hey guys, we're back to talking about fractions today, and we're going to put some fractions on the number line, and then your assignment for today is to go ahead and play a game called Put It on the Line to figure out where the different fractions go on the number line. So there is a really challenging question, and I will let you know. I will tell you when to stop the video if you want to take the challenge on for yourself. If you struggle with it, you can always come back to the video later on and watch it, and we can work through it together. Up to you if you're up for the challenge. If you want to work through it together, go for it. I'll let you know when to turn off the video if you want that challenge. So let's look at our fractions. Our number line looks a little different than we're used to because it doesn't go from 0 to 1. It goes from 0 all the way to 2. We're used to it stopping at 1. So there's two different types of fractions we're looking at today. There's improper fraction and mixed numbers. But I just want to focus on the part of the number line we're used to first. If you look from 0 to 1, I split this into 4 equal-sized pieces. So I'm going to label that how we're used to seeing it. So this is 1/4. This is 2/4, 3/4, and then 4/4. If I want to keep going, I can. By doing 4/4, that means you filled out the whole shape or the whole picture. Now I'm working on a second shape or a second picture that looks just the same, except for we filled out one whole one already. So we need to move into the second one. So I'm going to keep labeling it just how I was. My denominator is going to be a 4 still, but my numerator is going to keep increasing. So I have 5/4. Because I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces away from the 0. 6/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. 7/4. And 8/4. So this is called an improper fraction, when your numerator ends up higher or a greater number than your denominator. Okay? So improper fraction . An example would be 5/4 because my numerator is higher than my denominator. It just means I go into the next whole, or I start working on the next shape. The other thing that we can look at is mixed numbers. Now it doesn't change anything from 0 to 1, but it does start to change stuff after the 1. So this is saying I have one whole shape filled in. If I go to the next one, I have one whole shape, and I filled in 1/4 of the next shape. This is saying I still have one whole shape filled in, but now I'm working on the second fourth of it. If I go to 7/4, it means I have one whole shape filled in, and I'm working on 3/4 of that. And here I've got two whole shapes filled in for 8/4. So our mixed number is a whole number plus the fraction. So if you look here, 5/4 and 1 1/4 are the same. They're saying the exact same information. They're just saying it two different ways. It still takes up the same amount of space. So be really careful when you do those. Okay? We good? I hope. 7/4, same as 1 1/3. Oh, sorry. Totally wrong. 7/4, same as 1 3/4. 6/4, same as 1 2/4. They take up the same amount of space. All right? All right, I told you guys there was a challenge question. I'm giving you guys this time for those of you who want to take on the challenge first. Turn it off. I'll see you later. Those of you who want to work through it with me, let's give them just a second. All right, so challenge question. There is a question on the put it on the line that you have that's really tricky, and so I did not want to leave you guys by yourself through it. I thought I'd walk through it with you. And it's the one that looks like this. It's in the bottom left corner. It says, Elsa goes running for 30 minutes 3 times a week. How long does she spend running each week? Your number line goes from 0 to 2. So we need to figure a couple things out on this. First thing I want to figure out is how to take these minutes and turn them into something with a 1 and a 2. How many minutes are there in an hour? 60, right? So maybe this 1 and this 2 can represent 1 hour and 2 hours. But I need to know how much time I've taken up. Let's figure this out. It's going to be a couple steps. So 30 minutes 3 times a week. Let's see, 30 minutes. I'm going to box this right now so I don't lose it. Times is a big thing. How long does she spend running each week? Oh, there's that each, gotta box that. All right, so 30 minutes 3 times a week equals, we're not sure. Well, let's do 30 plus 30 equals 60. 60 plus 30 equals 90. So altogether, she spends 90 minutes a week running. It's a lot of time. And there's a reason I broke it down this way. 60 minutes, and I'm going to abbreviate it MINS, is 1 hour. So 30 minutes is 1/2 hour. I should write that as fraction. And then I think we can work with this. Ready for it? I'm not going to look at this side of the number line at all because 60 minutes is an hour. Well, I know that I went 90 minutes. So I've already gone over that hour mark. So my answer is going to be somewhere in this range. So she's gone 1 hour and 30 minutes. Well, if she's gone 1 hour, 30 minutes is half an hour. What is halfway between the 1 and the 2? Which fraction is halfway between the 1 and the 2? Equivalent fractions. 1/2 is the same as 2/4 because it takes up the same amount of space. So here's my 1 hour. I'm going to do another one, split it up. Here's 15 minutes. Here's 30 minutes. So I think it's going to be 1 and 2/4. So I'm going to label that right here. 1 and 2/4. That's your answer to this one in a fraction form. Okay? Tricky, I know. But I think you guys have got it. If not, don't hesitate to reach out, ask your teacher. We'd be happy to work you through it some more. All right? Have a good one, guys. Bye.